Hey, what's going on? Anybody here yet? I don't see anybody here. Let's see. Yeah, we got 9 people looking. Good deal. All right, I'll kick this off with Mr. Will Lambert. What's going on, man? So, congratulations, first of all, on your Macintosh win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And your straight up mounts big bass. That was a good timing.
Yep, I actually talked to Joe Boyer today from Straight Up Mounts about it, and he congratulated me, and that was pretty cool to see. And told him that I appreciated him supporting the club.
Nice. I had him, which I should have got a photo together. I had him make me a custom mount for my son for his boat. So his bass boat has a straight up mount on it with the same color green as your board. So it's pretty cool.
I told him I was thinking about having him make one once I get my new Titan to run my graphs on the front instead of on the side.
Yeah, he makes some nice stuff. I think that's you probably know this, but Justin Faircloth runs the straight up mounts on his, and they're solid.
Yep.
I know,
for sure.
I know if I hop on my son's boat and stub my toe on that thing, it's going to hurt.
Yeah, mom would wear shoes instead of flip flops or something. That might hurt.
Yeah. His is put on with I think 10 bolts that hold it on. Something ain't moving.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's good stuff. And so that got you, that one fish got you $940. So that was pretty sweet.
That was pretty quick chunk of change.
Yeah, one cast for $940. Sweet.
Yeah, that's actually that ties the biggest bass I've ever caught in a tournament. The other one was last year at Jordan Lake in CCKF.
Nice. Macintosh, that's pretty much gives us our big bass every year for some reason.
It's a great lake.
Yeah, it's got some toads in it and plenty of them. So, why don't you let everybody know a little about yourself and all these people that may not know you and how you got into kayak fishing?
Been kayak fishing since 2018 with Plastic Pirates. Thanks to Brooks Lanier, he got me into it. I don't know if he regrets that decision right now or not, but yeah. And then I fished one CKA event in 2018 at Macintosh and finished 6th. And then in 2019, I fished my first full season with CKA. Had a really good year. Managed to win AOI somehow. Then in 2020, I kind of took some time off from tournaments, 2020, 2021. And last year I did 21 tournaments, and this year I think I'll do 18. So jumped up a lot, and now sitting at about 75 tournaments in those couple of years.
Yeah, that's
a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah. I remember that year. You were on fire that year. Was it 2019?
Yeah.
You were definitely on fire that year. You and Sammy seemed to have been smashing them everywhere.
For sure, and Joey too. Is a 3-way race.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Which, I mean, anytime Joey's fishing, and especially and Sammy too, it's they're going to be up there typically.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Joey's a hammer for sure. So we can't talk about how you won because we're not going to give these guys any secrets.
I kind of talked a little bit at the gathering at the end, and then they drew out Macintosh, and I was like,
Oops.
But no, I mean, I caught him on a shaky head, which is the first time that I caught fish out there in probably a month and a half on a shaky head. It seemed that bite really died when the bait started getting real tiny, like with a lot of lakes. And then 2 weeks ago at Hyco, CCKF, that cold front that came through really pushed the bait from the top down to the bottom, and that seemed to change things there. And I think it did the same thing at Mac as well.
Yeah, I noticed the bait switching from last Saturday to this Sunday. Same thing. I was back in creeks, and there were little. You see the bait balls all over the surface.
Yep.
And they were all 5 to 6 foot down.
And I kind of had a thought, and coming into the tournament, I wasn't sure, but I thought maybe that influx of cold water in the creeks where I'd been seeing some schoolers and stuff, I thought that might push the bait out, might push the bass out. So I was kind of stuck between two mindsets, starting tournament morning, and decided to stay out from the creeks. And that, I think my second cast, I caught a 21 incher, so that was a really good way to start the morning.
Oh yeah, that's always a good way.
Yep.
I was hoping that's what happened to me the last time I ran them. That's what I was hoping for this time.
It's amazing how that can just propel your day.
Yeah, it just
For
the
sure.
way it goes, shoo.
Yep.
It's all fun after that. So what was your goal set for this year?
I didn't really. I was going to dabble in some Queen City tournaments just to get a different feel for some different lakes.
Mm-hmm.
And had unfortunate head on collision on 49 coming back from High Rock, totaled my truck, and so then I really didn't know what I was going to do.
Yeah.
So I just kind of stayed back around this area and decided that I would see how the tournaments go, pay for CCKF and CKA, and started those out to see how the points, if I did good enough, and I did, and that's why I ran for CCKF AOI and stayed around here and just fished both series the rest of the year.
Gotcha. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. That accident you had, that was crazy.
Yeah, I missed the first three out of the first four CKA events, and I really wanted to fish a 2-day tournament. I've never done that before, and I thought ToC would be a 2-day, and I thought the only way to get qualified would be through 23.
Yeah.
And so that's when I started focusing on that, taking that more serious. Max only 25 minutes from my house. Randleman's 15 minutes away after work one day or whatever. So it made that a lot easier to try at those lakes because they got big fish in them.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you dominated on that. You're also the 2020 for 23 champion for the year. So how many months did you win? Was it all of them?
It was 5, yeah. Yeah.
Except for the first one. I forget who won the first one. He never fished again, actually. The one in January or something.
Yeah, I did one in March, which I think Brooks won. And then I really started in April from there on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think, and this has just by far been one of my best years ever, or it is the best year I've ever had in fishing. I think I looked up my best 20 in the 20 for 23. I think it was 425.25. So that's averaging like 21.25. I mean, that's insane, really.
I'll look it up here. Let's see. Should have done this homework before. That's the August one. So August you had 354. July you had 385. And scroll up here, 400.75 for June.
Yeah.
Nice. We did better in May, 406.25.
Pretty good month. I mean, honestly, to me, a lot of the lakes seem to, when you had that post spawn time, and the bass were starting to pull out of the spawning pockets and stuff, they really stacked up. And because the weather never changed, they didn't change. They didn't run to their summer homes.
Yeah.
And that really benefited me a lot this year in terms of how I like to fish and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, for sure. So, what's your favorite fishing style? What do you like?
Jig or shaky head. Mm-hmm. I like setting the hook. I don't like casting a whole lot, or casting a spinnerbait or a crankbait, stuff like that. I don't ever fish topwater. I like setting the hook for sure.
Yeah, there's some benefit to that. It's like I like the Texas rig a lot, and I think that's kind of why, because you get to put the wood to them.
And something that I've changed to more, which Jared Stanley kind of introduced me to, was a Tokyo rig.
Mm-hmm.
And I use it for flipping now. I don't even use the Texas rig as much. I think it's just because it gives a little bit different presentation. Instead of vertical, you get more of a wave.
Yep.
Like with a worm or anything else.
Yeah, I haven't tried those yet. I've been meaning to try it, but stuck in my ways. So we talked about being stubborn earlier today.
Oh yeah, I am very
It's hard to get out of those certain things.
for
But,
sure.
yeah, this year for me, the big success I think I had was being able to catch a fish on consistently on jigs this year. The first year since I moved here, that I've been able to do that.
Yeah.
And my jig fishing up north, no problem. I go up there and catch fish all day long. But down here, for some reason, I couldn't get it to work. And then finally, I had it click this year. So
Just all about finding that one thing that you really like or that works for you. You know, I can sit here and have the same line, the same rod, the same reel, the same lure as or buzzbait as Sammy, but he's gonna catch 10 to 1.
yeah,
To me. Or, you know, we went to the beach trout fishing, had the same hook, same bait, same line, same everything, same popping cork, and ours are sitting side by side floating, and his is getting bit, and he catches 8 trout, and I think I caught 1. And some things just work for some people, sometimes they don't.
yeah, it's crazy. I always share the story from Florida when I was fishing with Corey Dreyer and Jody, and all three of us basically throwing the exact same chatterbait, doing the exact same presentation, and Corey just kept catching them, and Jody and I were just shaking our heads like,
Yep.
what the hell? We
Yep.
couldn't get a limit, and he's sitting there just bang, 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 bang. It's like, come on,
For sure.
man.
For sure.
It's crazy. But so what was anything different this year that you did with fishing that you found some success with?
Still staying, just slowing down a little bit. I did that with cranking a little bit more. And that was in May, I guess. I did it more. I really haven't picked up a crankbait since, but we went to the Tar River for CCKF. And I fish on the dark side with live scope, but it wasn't working, so I was rather ill in the morning and just picked up a crankbait and started cranking, and it just worked that day.
Yeah,
So that a little bit here and there, but nah, I haven't changed much, to be honest.
nice.
Just staying out fishing as much as I can. Just
Yeah,
staying on top of where the fish are. That's so key.
yeah, that's big time key. That's probably why I did well in 2020 because work cut my hours and I just put it all in the lake, and then
Yep.
Next thing you know, everything's clicking and working, and I call my shots. It was pretty nice.
Yeah.
But then back to work, and now it's back to the struggle. So
And every year it changes too, for sure.
Yeah, you got to stay on top of it. So you got any goals for next year?
Come out and win some more, I guess. Try anyway. You know, I mean, this past weekend was my first CKA win since 2019 when I won at Randleman. So just gotta, I guess, enjoy them because you never know when it may happen again, and it may not ever happen again. But I've been very fortunate this year, for sure.
Yep. Yeah, that's why I keep these checks behind me on the wall, because
Right.
that's a lot of years just to get a few checks. So
for sure.
you gotta, you're fishing against some really good people. So it's anytime you can take one home, it's amazing. You gotta appreciate it for sure. Surprised Sammy ain't giving you no grief yet.
Not yet. It'll happen eventually, I'm sure.
Where's Brooks? Brooks owes you guys some grief, doesn't he?
A little bit, yeah, probably so. We gave him enough grief yesterday for his birthday.
Yeah, nice. See if there are any questions going on here. I don't see any questions yet. All right, cool deal. So because I'll just talk about the event coming up this weekend, which I'll leave you on. You can chime in too. So we got Tournament of Champions this weekend. We have 3,000 for first place, 1,000 for second place, and 500 for third place. We have $100 for every angler who puts a fish on the board, a legal fish. So, what's your predictions for that?
We'll say between 180 and 190. So I'm gonna say it's gonna take 90 both days, probably.
Yeah, I don't think I can disagree with that. And what about big fish? We didn't even discuss big fish for this event. I have nothing put aside for big fish. So I guess if you guys want to do a big fish, let me know, and we'll do a thing where I'll collect money in the morning or something. I think Justin's going to be at one side, I'll be at the other, so we could easily collect cash for a big bass. Um, Probably
Yeah, I
20
would.
bucks. Do $20 and maybe big bass for each day.
Yeah,
That'll make it
be
fair.
good.
If you guys are good with that, let me know. We'll plan on it, and that'll be the deal for the ramp in the morning. Either look for myself or Justin.
I think
We'll
that's actually the first time I've won big bass since 2019 when I won the tournament. Even though I've won several other tournaments. Well, no, I take it back. Maybe it was Tar River. But last year I didn't pay for big fish in 2 events, and that cost me $800.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
drives me. There's so many
bugs out.
people that's happened to. It's crazy.
Battle on the Border. That was a big one last year,
Mhm.
and Jordan Lake. I had to mess with Hank. He had a 23 incher, and I caught a 23 and a quarter, and I was like, "Yeah, man, I caught 1/4 inch bigger," and then I messed with him up until Mitch announced it that I didn't pay for it, so he won it.
Nice, nice. 'Cause he would have done the same to you, so that's fair.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Justin, I just volunteered you to collect money for big bass. I know you're going to be on one side of the lake. I'm going to be on the other. I'm not going to say which side we're going to be on, but it'll be obvious in the morning. So, just to not give away anyone's secrets or whatever. But yeah, we'll do $20. We'll do a big bass for it's optional, but we'll do big bass for each day, $10 for each day, and make it a little more interesting. It's good to have a big bass prize.
Do you want us to pay each day, or do you want it to be
No,
paid up
$20
front?
for the weekend. So
Okay,
we'll do
okay,
ten
yeah, that'll
dollars
work.
for day one, and $10 will go to day two. But we'll collect it all on Saturday, so it's easy, and we don't have to chase people around.
Yeah, like I think Justin just said that he'll be leaving early on Sunday, so that'd be good if we can pay
Yeah,
it on Saturday.
yeah, yeah. So we'll get that ahead of time. Good deal. And the launch is 7:30 at both. If the people open the ramp up before normal time, just get in as soon as you can get in, and 7:30 is official. So hopefully we're all efficient and we get on the water quick and we all start fishing at 7:30. But that's just the way it is on some of these city lakes. So, but if there's any change on that, we'll announce that as soon as we get anything. We got 21 guys signed up out of 24 eligible. So there's three guys I guess ain't gonna make it or didn't sign up yet. One or the other. So if
I
you haven't
know
register up.
Jeremy Way texted me and said that he wasn't going to be able to make it this weekend, I believe. So
Okay.
it sucks not being able to see him this weekend, but
Yeah, that's a bummer.
because he's talking about big bass, he's one of them that will catch it too.
Yeah, he's been on fire this year, man. He's had some good tournaments. That's he's always a joy to be around. He's a funny dude.
Yep.
Yeah, we're still at 21. Yep. I think there was one other person told me that they weren't going to be able to. So there's still a couple of people I don't know about. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll sign up in time. It is free, and all this is paid for from Dakota Lithium. Actually, all the sponsors that we have that paid our title sponsors and our series sponsors, Dakota Lithium's, Sunshine Realty, Property Management, and Get Outdoors are our big sponsors. So they all make this happen. So it's been cool to be able to not explain fees to everybody all year and just say,
Yeah.
whatever you paid in is come back.
Yep.
So
And Dakota Lithium's great. I've been running theirs for 3 years now, so really enjoy mine.
Yeah, they stand behind it too. I got actually got to call them. I got one battery that some reason isn't charging like it's supposed to, and yeah, their 11-year warranty comes in handy, and they take care of you real quick and get you back working. So definitely a great company.
And the power box that I won as one of the giveaways has been very helpful.
Yeah, I use that thing so much, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, I've used it at the racetrack with one of my buddies at races and charging phones or whatever else, and on camping trips too. So it's really nice to have.
Yeah, it's a super little deal. Stormy actually created that little thing himself. So he got in his garage and made it, and then he had them produce it on a mass scale. So it's pretty cool.
See, Brooks is missing right now. He's apparently moving furniture,
Oh boy.
according to his wife.
Let's see if there's any more questions in here. Guys got questions about what he caught him on? Hurry up. Although you already said it, but
Yeah.
uh,
Shaky head, and I caught one schooler on a whopper plopper.
those things don't work. I never do good on them. I never caught a fish on a whopper plopper. I've tried so many times.
Really?
Crazy.
I
Yeah.
think so many people who started using them that I guess the fish just got used to them, like they get used to anything else. I can say even with the time that I've had live, I can tell a difference that the fish do. That I think they feel it. They feel the pulse. They feel that against their body, and they don't like it.
Yep.
Oh look, yep. Now I guess Brooks has stolen his wife's phone.
Yeah, I give people crap all the time about the live scope and everything else, but it's just a tool and whatever. But I will continue to bust everyone's balls about it. So
Oh, good.
Because I don't have one yet, so I'm gonna have to give people grief until I do.
They are amazing. Not necessarily like for how I feel. I fish on the bottom, so for me it's a stump, a brush pile, a log, whatever, a rock pile. Instead of I was pretty decent with side scanning, being able to find the structure that I was throwing at. But now being able to line up on it and just kind of cast, it makes you so much more efficient. You cover so much more stuff throughout the day that it really helps you a lot in that regard.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I am. If I'm not feeling something on the bottom, I'm not comfortable.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
It seems like every bite I get, it's because I just felt a rock or something go, and then bam. So
yeah,
it's just the way it is.
I love that feeling too. Sitting here dragging, and that 23, I was telling a couple of guys that 23, I was dragging the shaky head, and all of a sudden it was just felt like the rod had just vibrated all the way through down to my hand, and it was like, that's like I said in the article, I had my Takahiro Mori, I knew it moment. So let it run out a little bit and set the hook, and it was good.
Nice. I'm having fun with this Marissa.
Oh yeah, I love Marissa. She's good. She's good.
All right, cool deal. So it'll be it'll be a optional meetup at the Alamance side, the Macintosh Marina, on Saturday because Red Oak has Oktoberfest going on, so we ain't getting in there. And then, but on Sunday we're going to head over to Red Oak to do the final awards and crack a beer open, or 3 or 4, whatever it takes.
Sounds good.
So that's the plan for now. Trying to think if there's anything else we need to cover. Best 5 fish each day. ID codes will be different on day 1 and day 2. I don't want to forget that because I know that was an issue last year. It's a 2-day tournament. It has 2 ID codes. So I think that's just about it. So with that, we'll say see you to everybody, and we'll see you on Saturday morning. If you want to get into big bass, come see Justin or myself, and we'll smash some fish.
All right. Sounds good. See y'all Saturday morning.
All right. Later.
Later.